the trisectional staff. How do we prepare for such a weapon? Well, I have one nearby that I'm gonna break out in a minute. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you an exercise that's gonna help you loosen your arms, your forearms, your shoulders, your pecs. It's very important. Now, very few people know these drills. I've taught these over the years, but this is Snake 101. We have to learn how to tangle and untangle ourselves. So there's a maze of arms to work over, under, around in certain patterns. And it's this movement in the restricted state that changes the breath, which changes the blood, etc., etc. So level 1, serpent moon drills. I have these on some of my older videos, but I decided to make another video and correlate it to how it benefits when it's time to pick up the trisectional staff. All right, so number 1, I'm gonna demonstrate, we're gonna have the palms down. We're gonna come under with one hand up, just like this, like the nunchaka position, right? Now, we're gonna lift. The stick goes on the back of the skull, all the way down, and pull. Now, if you relax, it will undo itself. Let it go, it will undo itself. Don't worry about how to get out of it. Don't let go to get out of it. Just let it undo itself. So number 1. Now this starts to develop the experience of getting the elbow in and twisting. This is going to bring new flexibility, even just this alone. We add this, brings more into it. All right, now I'm going to do 2 and maybe 3. There's 7 of these. We'll see. Number 2 is a little more entailed. It's going to look like this. Once again, it will undo itself. See? Instead of coming under like number 1, I have to come over like 2. All right? Now you can watch that a few times over. You will see this hand doesn't go very well like this. See this bend? We want this, like you're on a motorcycle, right? Elbow goes up, we're pushing down. See the angle? This makes it very difficult to pass. You could do it with the right flexibility. Much easier here. Lift the other end of the stick to help you, then drop it all. Okay? So number 3, I'm gonna do, and probably 4, I'm gonna stop at 4. If you want to see the rest, go back to the videos. I have all of them on one a while back. 3 is going to look like this. Flat as you can get it. You can lift over the head, or you can stay in place. You got to clear the chin and both arms. Here's the motion. You can move it to the side. The trick with this one is to keep the stick flat and the elbows together. The arms together as much as possible. You want arms contacting each other. All right, the last one I'm going to demonstrate is number 4. So we're going to turn our hands around like this. This is a little more complicated. Now here, we're going to come under, down, and then back over. So I'll go left over, right over. Now you got to get to here. Left back over, right back over. So here's the motion. Now this will get the arms, forearms, tendons really loose, which means new blood flow, more circulation in the heart, the body, everywhere. New fresh blood. All right. I'm going to demonstrate the last one, or the number 5. I'll hold 6 and 7 for later. Or like I said, check out the other video. 5, it's kind of like 4, but we're gonna come into here. 5 is rather difficult in comparison. I have to go under and around. Here's the motion. The common tendency here is to get this going the wrong way. This end has to go under the arm. Each end has to go under each arm twice. Okay. When you get to this point, your wrist and forearms will start to be really flexible, and you're more difficult to joint lock. All right, now, as mentioned, how does this prep you for the trisectional staff? Well, when we're doing these arm over arm motions, threading through and doing all this stuff, we have to look at the other ways to hold a trisectional. Now, what you generally see with the trisectional staff is both ends flying in and out, but there are other grips. This is a grip that I'm very fond of. All types of ways you can use this. You can punch, you can choke, you could do some actual wicked chokes with this if you know what you're doing. Triangles with this inside of it, excellent tool. So, with that being said, how does the stick technique translate? Well, we could look at it right here. It teaches you how to keep the arms a proper distance from each other. And it teaches you how to stop the arms of getting in the way of each other. Now, I can also do this way. Same type of thing. From the side. You can strike. There's all types of places where you're going to pass and move the trisectional for whatever move you're doing, right? Now remember, you shouldn't pick up a trisectional unless you have a little bit of experience. Now, the grip that I described where both ends are going out each way. If you're new to the trisectional, which is why you got to be careful, this is a scary transition. I demonstrated in this a video about a year ago, and I'm just going to refresh. How do you stop the trisectional when it's going fast without it hitting yourself? Very easy. 2 things. 1, you have to relax. 2, you have to understand the weapon does not control you. You control the weapon. So I'm going to start with a basic flower pattern, and then I'm going to show you how to stop it. Okay. See? That's all it is. Slide both hands out. Often, when someone first gets this position, they freak out when they try to stop it and one end hits them in the head. What I recommend when you start this is a padded helmet and some shin guards. I spent about a year with both of these things, and it saved me a lot of very painful experiences to the head and to the shins. This is hard wood, all right? So one more time from the flower. Here's how you stop it. See? Just like that. So when we're using the Serpent stick drill, it's going to teach us how to get in and around so that our arms, the wood and the chain, does not get in the way of each other. These things can't interfere. All right? So keep in mind, the Serpent moon drills are way more than just preparation for this. There's all types of benefits, as I described, more circulation, deeper breathing, etc., etc. So keep it up. And if you want to check out the older video, it's many videos back. I have all 7 of those drills, the Serpent moon drills. If you found this video informative, click that like button. Even better, subscribe. Even better, Patreon. We appreciate you. Website is coming soon. I'll let you guys know when it's up. C3 Les Clement out.